of providing public safety, of ensuring the well-being and welfare of all Sierra Leoneans. So, Your Excellency, the Honorable Vice President, you most heartily welcome. With we now, we've got the Minister of Internal Affairs, Honorable Edward Suluku, the Deputy Minister of Information and Communications, Honorable Madi Gobe, Dr. P.K. Moana, the Strategic Communications Advisor, and Boku Alejo then from the Security Sector, Office of National Security, and various other units, the Army, the police, at the very highest levels for local country. Okay, thank you very much, Minister of Information.
Well, I think me as the Minister of Internal Affairs, what this thing happened at the camp yesterday, I see the today waiting to happen and emphasize the situation under control. We thank God for the effort of all the security sectors that what they do for make sure serious. The one they will take the plan for them and do, at least that is. That's I will not talk about because it's not possible for them anybody come out of the custody of this place. Not only the quantum of destruction where they cause, now that make me as the Minister of Internal Affairs, I also engage the Vice President who happen to be the Chairman of the Sierra Leone Correctional Council for let himself can see firsthand what are the quantum of destruction will happen by this facility. So if we're there this afternoon, and for that make we'll bring out the Honorable Vice President who also double as the Chairman of the Sierra Leone Correctional Council for let himself can see firsthand what will happen for the attention of His Excellency the President.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. At least when I don't see the level, you have seen the level of destruction. And then as of now, the report coming out of here is that 9 inmates lost their life and 1 officer lost his life.
11 now.
As of now, 11 inmates and 1 officer lost his life. And you get 42 injured, out of which 29 of them injured and they inmates them. 2 things. One is that UNASEF don't see the destruction. It affects certain facilities there, including the main store, the catering, the hospital, and some of the administrative blocks and the workshops. The other thing we want to say is that since yesterday, we don't try for maintain security, we don't try for stabilize the situation, and we don't move some inmates there because UNASEF don't see one entire block where they keep inmates them was destroyed, so don't move inmates. So as of now, all the inmates they're safe, and more importantly, also prison records are safe because in the last 1 year, we don't move the prison record from being paper-like to digital. So all the prison records they're safe because even though the administrative block is damaged, because we don't move, we don't transform, we use now high-tech for record damage. The other thing, since yesterday, we don't establish a committee for investigate this issue. The committee don't get in first meeting today. The committee, they work speedily for let them bring out the real thing out of it, and then they will make recommendations for the attention of His Excellency the President. Equally so, His Excellency the President yesterday don't instruct a group where they can look at, then they can assess the damage, and then they can see for put resources so that we immediately for put this facility back on a right footing so that then we will provide the services in terms of catering, medical, and the stores. So these are the things the way government don't put in place. So we just want to assure the public and reassure Sierra Leoneans and say as of now, prison records are safe, the inmates they're safe, the one day where 11 don't lost their life, 42 injured, like we say, out of which 29 are inmates, will they take care of them. Government, they put in place the measures that now immediately, this assessment what I can do so now can see the extent of damage, so that at least then they go inspire the committee where the president don't put together for immediately go back to work and get them facilities they are up and running. So now they will do as for now. As also chairman of the correctional services, I just want to say for quite some time now, we don't think about another developmental aspect to this. We don't see the prison, don't think government been think about bringing ideas together for a potential relocation so that at least the prison will get space. That time this whole idea of correctional services where it means for support prisoners and for transform themselves from criminal to productive citizen, then the whole native government been discuss, and then the team back is still there on the limelight. So I want to tell you thank you, and I want to reassure you say Everything they under control. His Excellency, they make sure say on an hourly basis is brief about what we are doing. And today the committee don't get a first meeting, and in the next days they
So one thing people and the head of the correctional center, how come the prisoner they be able to get access to something for light the building there?
Well, interestingly, according to the report, the prisoners, you see, they're going to the catering section. The time when they stay up in the morning hours, when they prepare breakfast for prisoners. So they're able to go there, forget what's the need, you understand, in terms of thing, what's them call for can light the building there. So now then the explanation.
Now they look come out for themselves on open in the morning.
No, well, they don't show the wire mesh. Then the transition route. That transition route to get wire mesh. So the prisoner then broke that wire mesh there, then come off for themselves. Not also DG? Exactly, according to the incident report.
All right, thank you.
But like what we say, there is an investigation committee where they are. This investigation committee, they don't get a first meeting, they don't set up themselves, they don't begin to do their work. Then they go bring a deeper insight into all the dynamics way up in there. The two things where they say that government immediately set up a committee for investigate. President don't ask for a committee for set up for can look putting at the assessment of the damage so that we go put resources and get the facility back on track.
Yes,
these are the two important things there.
How long this committee, because like the timeline, for this investigation, because delay, they always because some other thing.
Well, as you said, they see, you do not say we will not get time. The committee self don't say we need to put them facility there in place. The committee don't need for no say. Government therefore get an insight into this for now we determine the next steps. So obviously the committee will not need to tell them, then say this is an emergency issue, this is something that their work is going to be rapid, and then the report will be delivered immediately.
Mr. Vice President, lastly, the public concern about just the way we don't go around the talk on for born institution like them kindly so. And this don't happen. I wanna take this particular message. As a government.
Then I will tell you say the government be not be proactive. You can find out say over the last couple of days we don't increase security in the facility, and as a result of that increase of security, then we able to contain the situation there. But in addition to that, we allow the investigation committee for go because they get a broader mandate. You understand, and for looking to this. But like we are saying, this is not a facility we don't own. As chairman of the Recreational Service Council, government don't they think creatively how for make sure say we operationalize the developmental aspect of correctional services. What in a correctional services? First we get prison. Now they call them correctional services, meaning we'll put prisoner in there, we support them with skills building so that when they go out, they go get skills for become productive in our society. And then they know they will there, and the workshop back where they support them, then destroy them. For just telling us, say, government get we immediate plan now for deal with this thing, the long-term plan now for look at the possibility for relocate this prison with all what it need for become a functional and a viable correctional center.
Psychosocial for the prisoners them with already some they were traumatized, and waiting the government they do for make sure say them talk to, even though then they talk about rehabilitation. The one they were there now really traumatized. Waiting the government they do about that.
Well, I want to tell you say that the clinic now them born. The staff they were there at the clinical services there, they're still there. So they will continue to provide all the clinical services they provide now in terms of engaging patients there. We don't relocate some of the inmates there. At least the prison would, like I tell you, the assessment will do now for put this facility on the right footing within the next couple of days, so that all their other services then they will come together as well. But be rest assured that everybody who don't assess, the one they were injured, will they take care of them. The one they we still get challenges, they will address them challenges that they. But the clinical staff are there, and they will continue to provide the services they're supposed to provide for inmates.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, that's the Vice President of the public.
Well, from Burubidoyeri, that's na the Vice President of the Republic of Salone. So this na the way where this where the prison been born, and like I said, the and the catching side outside and say the fire broke out, and we see all damage, and then say over 3,200 bags of rice and other food condiments. They all be well, and the one whole building, this one whole building here, so na him being born condom right from the medical to the administrative building. As the administrative building now they put all they record them, but same also don't tell we now say the record then we don't move from the traditional way for paper to digital, so all thing now they intact now the system, so there is no need at all for panic with regards to the fear. The fear say the things them like documents them where them in get be don't burn, be don't destroy. As we see some of the ledger them. Sorry,
They keep all
forget them.
the fish where they get die or let them cook, and then we see some other documents them. We visit the kitchen place and we prepare the food for the inmates. We move one, this one was reception. When I show you the reception, here, yes. This one was similar as this one is a standby generator of this fire panel in the correctional service. You understand, say they put fire panel, and I think to say you get some damage now. They're not going for pretam because of the damage. So, which means this way for them to help in case lights go, we the lights the correctional center. They don't damage them. So would they see the other one? Yes. Yes. They get the other one. So they look at the level of damage. $75 kV. These are 12 years. This one is 75.
And the radiator all the bone.
So yeah, so yeah, you put fire, right?
The radiator, the boss
The radiator bone.
The boss muscle.
So which means yes, so when our person gets new radiator also, if one are able to operate that, that go bien. That go bien.
Dombo school. Dombo school.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the radiator. Of course, if you get people, you don't see the radiator. Then they put the water for cooling the generator as it operates. So then put fire there as well. And now the damage. Now we look at the extent of the damage. This is the power station. All on our TV them and book call and what they call. So like something intentional, is it? Change over switch on. Alright, okay. Now we see that. Well, this is an opportunity for you to see the correctional service if you not see her one day. Okay, now see the bakery. The bakery. And then they bake the bread for the inmates. Alright. So is there any damage at the bakery? Any damage, sir?
No, sir, no, sir, no, sir.
Or you know it here?
They come, but they're not here.
Yes, sir. But I see the injured. Yes, how come, sir?
I believe when they don't take over. I don't know if they don't consider it. See, I got you a pass of occasionally. So I need to be a promoter to go now and get a family. 500.
The inmates?
Yes, the starting and the
Wow.
Because at the end of the day, some of the taps will take place.
You will make it move. Oh, thank God, thank you. So, thank you. Your name, sir?
Mr. Ture.
Mr. Ture. Are you in charge?
I'm a boxer, yeah.
Oh, boxer?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get you.
Mohamed Mohamed.
Yes.
I'm also double as national coach for boxer.
Oh, no wonder. No wonder. But thank God, thank you. At least you survived.
Yes.
Thank you very much. All right. So, okay. We look at the most.
Family still they go, and we go to the Don Bosco now. We sign at the recreational center then.
I don't most cook out for them.
Okay. Yes, in case you use the right. These are the other parts of the correctional center, the prison salon, and then they take we for do a tour, and now we see the extent of damage we caused yesterday from the fire and the riot. As we say, the inmates them in damage some of the officers they're in charge, and so now we're then at the library waiting again. So you're not the bicycle then we don't get
Too big.
bicycle damage and get the panel.
These are the computer library. We get the hospital department.
Computer lab.
Everything.
Damage come and damage every document. Every document damage, computer damage.
Get the hospital sign at the back of this.
The sign at the hospital.
And they're
all the damage. So in other words,
now they land them half of
the
around
damage
computer.
level is too high actually.
No, it's
very high. Unless they have a fair way for get new computers and even set up the library again, but so far what we see, I don't think anything better than yes. Yeah. I don't think yes, everything is vandalized. And then now we look at some other. Yeah, we look at this classroom. So the classroom like this is small. Yes. I don't need this. But so I don't think they need that, so they damage it. Now we go to the tailor shop. From the left, watch the salon casting question as we bring on live damage. We don't close the correctional center. Pademba Road. Oh, now they escape route.
Oh, there's not yonder they use for escape.
Okay. So this one,
the end of Pademba.
And this one I see them drum them. And you have to again, they don't plan for escape. So, which means they don't cut the wire down.
Yes.
They don't say where they can, so they will do for escape.
Yeah. So they say this is a well orchestrated one, as they would already cut the wire them, they left them the barbed wire they left them. And then Yaso na the low part where they can easily climb.
most of them they used yesterday.
So they say now some they use, most of they use for jumping. Come on. Well, we still there now the male correctional center Fambul. Usai we be no say yesterday fire and riot been broke out. Usai we don't hear say some pandi inmates then die as well as some pandi prison staff them and boku pandi being injured. And as we hear from one of the heads them when a boxer, he say over 500 pound them now them being bottom, them bossing it, then stab them. So as we see, we even get the one some pound them way. Then they now decide way okay. Then now then they one there so we see security and definitely tight now so. Building the owner affected and no one there.
So now who's blocked this?
It's now blinding.
Blinding.
That people over there that remand or not?
Sentence.
This is not blinding.
So they will not be whether this sentence will be part of the
military guys are
put the inside. But I don't look at it properly now.
So this block all the one they were in Ayana, one day they don't sentence.
One information they will one on our left. Then go out outside and get school. You see them damage the gutters them for using the school.
Hey, Nakano! 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 Not to listen to Alice.
So all the side the way they use now and the one there so it's like we they say it's not a one grain day then take for plan all of this why with what we they see because all of them here so it takes teamwork for let them do them kind of a damage here so and not to even one day because also we see under the babu wire then when all the day then cut them all so inside one net for say them cut someone and they all like where family and they say it's too good to be true but like waiting and say no more then they launch investigation and we wait for waiting will come out of that investigation there. This not a workshop, the tailor shop. Inside and do damages there also. So who that are the people now the one they don't sentence or the one they say put on him? No, what they can access here, the one they can use here. And then can access here more. Okay.
But how come they put some because you see they go take some things down. What would they draw now? I said they should
Yeah. Nah, the Pademba would prison was out there. Now they would find out all the news there. outside we see the damages the way they don't cause.
Yeah, with the passion.
So lots of things away from Bulen they ask. Now the fact say how this wire so take place without the knowledge of even the officers there. How about the one that we been there on night shift? Because this wire so like waiting than most they say, not to one day them plan this wire so how the one that were in charge not be no say then do then kind of a thing there. So prior to yesterday, now the big question we from Bulen they ask now.
No, go
answer that question. Criminal, where they do criminal, I never understand.
Criminal brain.
Okay.
You plan one, you plan 90 people.
Okay. Well, Fambulu, when I have the you don't pose the question. And yeah. And so
you didn't deal with people yesterday.
Because again, some panel will see them, I mean, we make for see them now. The 34 hospital beside the officers and damage, and shook them, some and they yard them, boss and this not some kind of prisoner there. So they say now some parents here them broke and when I they use for damage the officers them and all. So now they use as the weapon them. This gate set now gate where them is say lock. As we they see the padlock there, but we see say them broke the gates. The padlock still there and the gates they count at the same, but then say them broke the gates and go inside for come out na door. So Fambo, now the side is where them broke, as the padlock still there na the main entrance. So collectively, like where them push the gate, or again it go be say sometime and take thing for Puelan, but we see say the ground damage, the gates are push and pusher, not to padlock they open as the padlock is still hang na the domot there.
The ground, man could have been the police. We saw them please stone. The place is outside the place. Please no time.
As we see, there's one of the officers they say yesterday, they say outside prisoner in the pool, they stone them. So they don't show we now say the ground a gravel ground this way also. And they don't get how you can floated ground. So now the prisoner do not get food, as they say they don't burn all the food there yesterday and then close them there one day also. And the stone and the wire where they use. And this now another block this again where they burn. CO's office. So then at the what's not the CO mean?
Chief officer.
Chief officer's office. Okay. At the CO in office this. So the damage is down here. There we see. You even get blood on the book. Sorry? Nah, then go for go open.
Because of Yanda be don't congest, they see the officer, they attempt for can block here.
Okay. Yana other prison?
Yeah, now the same prison, but this now exit to the back.
Okay. This is the Clarkson house. So then get up then. So we see say they don't begin pelt stones there. So we see say even here so they don't begin for pelt stones them. Then from the gentleman them, they pelt stones them, yeah. They say the physics them and stones them, and then they pelt by the officers. And even we were then I also said just now, they may not attempt for begin send stone the road or left there. So that's somebody damages, and this are the mosque. Now the mosque this way inside there we see them damage inside the mosque. Yeah, so now inside now the matter this, inside the imam they pray, so we see say yeah, so all then damage there at the mosque this.
So the look at
one thing we family and they ask, who side in the pool thing there for send people in a do? Who side in the pool thing there for send people in a do? Who side in the pool is stone? So then they keep the stone there inside there? No, I mean now when they try, then they pelt thing at people and they stone. Now they also still hold on cancel. Yes, now who side then they pull the thing them for? Yeah, like we say family, then we get little on answers again as to how they're able to get it in how they take for stone, but indeed as I witness we see, you know, then they pelt stones them. So, the padlock
wow. So,
Nini padlock them?
unemployed.
boss, come. We listen quick, sir. No, they do normal. Want it quick.
Well, this now, some of the damage happened yesterday on the electronic sector. Pademba Road.
So these are the things. Then go open and say. So them work here. Okay.
Bypass. One hand on the pass go up.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
This one is
This now.
No. No one they open. Now this time they broke yesterday.
Oh yeah.
And then they broke now, so because you cannot know, then can open it.
No.
Small hat.
So borrow and see be empty. That cannot be empty. That problem.
Okay, the plumber will die.
Yeah, how come?
How comes the plumber will be there?
Oh, okay.
So be the one. Yes. Let them check out.
Why escape now?
Yes.
When in bleacher, when in bleacher, when proposal, and then bracket and I would.
Well, from them. Maybe get some small
These are the plumber, offices where they choke, where they kill. This is the workshop where they burn and damage everything kind of.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been there where the vice president can inside. Yeah, now then so we still little. Yeah, I get
just time for Bingham to Naleona see the extent of the damage.
So these are the one old place and damage.
Yesterday at this place. And unfortunately, one for both. Now one of the two buildings, the inmates begin stolen with. So we're not able for go another area. So the travel channel say the inmates are very hostile today. That's very hostile to so when avoid the problem of but so far we don't have for doing so after we don't box. Okay, so they're not the access. No, not access. So they will make use of the stones. Yes. You see someone to box here. Okay, just want to show the extent of the damage, especially inside the workshop. Inside you get all the machines. So now, absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. The correctional service not get nothing so far as machine. When you want to talk about machine, so the workshop is zero. And it's zero unless they go start from scratch.
No, it should mean that the officer in charge.
Everything, yes, sir. You know the officer
in charge. As you can see, sir.
Yes, sir.
Them machines are not used to stitch shoe whenever one stitch. You see the whole long damage.
Your name, sir?
Ola Utu.
Oh, you know the famous Ola Utu.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Everything damaged.
Yes. As you can see, this now you finish in machine. When you don't fix rubber like shoe,
Yeah.
then you can go, you grind them. Wait, you look like you made.
Okay.
Now this machine is expensive.
And then they go very expensive.
Yes, I very expensive. This is the sewing machine, not to one set. We got about 6 or 7. All long do we article.
What are the take so the shoes then?
Yeah, stitch. Like one stitch at back.
At back and then.
And then machine with them. All long damage.
All damage. So which means this is zero.
Yeah.
Ah.
We lost thousands of people.
Yes, sir. You name that? So you are the OC in charge of
OC, they mean the officer in charge of office meeting.
Oh, industry, okay. But then the extent of the machines is very expensive, right?
It's expensive, sir. Because some of the machines they are travel and mix their standard. And some of them when they use their for long, they say no, we use past no part of their and we change one day.
Now they change it.
Yes, but they still good.
There, but now in fact when the land the inmates.
Yes, yes. But they are all that just are right now, we don't stay like because we're not going to work now, we're not going to stay.
Yes. No, not waiting the call because otherwise it's zero. Yeah. Alright, it's okay. So yeah, they don't say and most of them are here, you don't there, right?
But I know it's going to get there.
Osi? How you do, sir? So, how you been looking like yesterday? Okay, your name, sir? Mano Masai. So, when the thing started, you been there?
Well, when the thing started, we get in the beginning stone.
Yeah.
This place and the stone.
Okay.
And the stone, then continuously the stone. So we begin the activity.
Before they break them in the stone?
Then the stone.
Okay.
They don't go for stone. So officially now them fortunate for the inside. We begin see them again. Once they come back, now get lodge. Then they can get. So we try to call for it. Make more official than for inside, but still in the store. So by the end of the day, we just see fire. Now one officer will tell you, see, the man will see the company shop, see they don't like it.
I said, they don't come on, I don't know.
Now this block, that side, that bridge way is this. Now they guide from so.
And then
the one post way candle. And they open outside. Most of the things they say wouldn't take. Wouldn't come open. The thing and they say for against some of the things they wouldn't take for open. Then the one most of the one they would train now would try for help they would land.
Yeah.
So now most of them are cause this.
And then cause this problem.
That's how you don't know what caused the fire. Well, the fire, I can't tell. Which side they pull fire, which side they not pull fire. If I didn't like it, they tell you the fire. See, they don't light the company shop.
The thing they will point there, how you could put up for the ordinary Salomon member in cost?
That one is Boku because
what's in the inside?
Share them day like a company shop here because most of this building so is here get there the shoemaking then also don't get where the shop. They'll get the post when only to get out to them on the company when I the biggest.
Okay, so these are the industry.
Yeah, now the industry side. So it's this way they not even one should on the tailor shop. We they under the industry.
So right now, working on it.
Working on day, because all the tools, all the machines, I see the place.
Yeah, they're all damaged.
All damaged, all anything in it. All because the last year we joined it to just give you some hand tools there. Then we just supply you all anything in the day.
All born.
All born.
All right. Anyway, we hope say government will look into it. Yeah.
Well, but I guess so.
Yes. Thank you very much, sir. All right. Come on. Be careful. Be careful, man.
This is another
what's your name?
Alex, like
Oh, it's okay. Well, obviously, it's huh?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, no.
Yeah, but what are they doing now?
Where them fire?
What are they doing? Who said?
Because inmates in the day. I understand from the
Goody. No, call no did it.
The church did it.
Oh, yeah.
It's good we had that.
Yeah, stone with it.
Let's steal. Okay. Well, just show the estimate. Now, the estimate.
They burn down over 3,000 bag rest. Everything burned down. Everything burned. Just take a look. Just take still fire there on since yesterday.
Yeah, okay.
You can't when the fire.
I know.
Now,
Everything
burned down. Everything burned.
Okay.
Yes. Over 3,000 bag rest. Everything burned down.
Okay. All right.
These are the exceptions. These are the documents. All very good. Very good. Yeah, now let's say what they do. Would that be welcome for them? Okay, we have to call from them and use that.
Isso já nem falou aí.
It's not condemned, so yes, no,
So I never see them first time, eh? Okay.
here for the isolation. The damage is serious one. But the light is short, they have you would not get fire.
Okay. How are you, sir? Are you ready, sir? So tell me the extent of the damage at the church.
The damage.
They up the roof.
There was someone so everything with the day, there's a block with nothing. Then for one church here. Then for one. They
vandalize the church.
All the time, not about tonight.
Yeah.
I go down to the church, context,
How comes they come inside?
So for now, we never put things together.
No, not tonight.
Okay. All right, sir. I think this is what you're going to find it later. All right. This now the church, obviously. So there was damage the church, the mosque. Center, Pademba Road, St. Paul's Correctional Church. Well, we almost come to round up.
That's all.
Take it today.
Bobby. No say I study back then pull all it in the day.
Where are you going for?
In him calling, the riot.
I go surprise. I go surprise you. Someone and even if you don't go for it.
What are these?
Yeah, put that for the easy enough for that.
What am I doing?
I'll talk to your name, sir. Mr. Fuka. Tell me the extent, of course, in terms of the food, especially the food in the store. Tell me the extent.
It's rather unfortunate for the main store. So they done nothing I will show exhibit. Now study, now they put all the toiletries, items they will use for inmate padlock, handcuff, uniform for officers, boots, all things, everything bought. Machines they don't put over 70 machines then everything bought. Even UNDP items they supply for all born. If you please watch and donate items for this So now, so that we supply countrywide, everything burns down. So that will main source of the put to rise. Which happens, we get a good contractor, we supply in advance for me, because by month we procure, right? So we now receive about 14 containers then inside April, Easter Monday, now offload. So we will now offset the March and April. We left 2,200 bags, go for use for May starting. Okay. Because I mean too much for you supply.
Additional always they get backup store. Yeah.
So now we can put it also now, plus the one we use for finish the month, and then set far from the reception, it transfer down to the store. The store. You have to go now and I go see the reality without the top right now. Yeah. Okay. But it's not really easy. Not easy. Even the food condiment, all the kitchen section, over 4 freezer, fish full of the everything burned down.
Now then you see the whites?
Well, we still prepare because now they're right. And they're right. When you incarcerate somebody, just for feeder. Yeah. So that's why we make food up integration. Okay. If you do I said about we do on the net. Okay. They are taking the work net to feed them. Okay. Because you know you can find somebody for money.
Not get food.
To net, you not get food. Yeah. And we don't need it right now.
Okay. Yeah. So then the hard criminal and Andy.
Well, this man with the old show, one of the key players there. Where policeman also I said they call him company right now. That born here. Seen one of the key players.
One from the people and this way they say the people that will plan this masterpiece here now in this way in the damage. So I want for the inmates and this way the way I would say now they all make the plan but in police all of us I can see. Well, we get from the police head, the CID head, and then I also then say they do their own preliminary investigation. So then say now the road this the link from one cell to the other. As you can see then they say so then damage and this usually from one place. Nobody really got access to the other side, but how they're able to do one, you know, from one end to the other, they send damage all the place there. Where now them they break free. And according to them, I see now one person na in being come out and can open the other one them. So it's okay. Yes. So on somebody side and this one and destroy inside it. This now Wilberforce house, this. Yes, it's okay. Okay, so this is not somebody side away and they leave.
Excuse me.
Yes. Somebody sells and they want there also. Yes, the whole say open the place. So they say the one we can't open for them, and they may also wash show and this. And then they come so this one they say no. So the police then they do their own investigation. So they wait for them as they no one for prejudice the case. So the byway they allege say na in can and can't open the place. I don't know. Yes. Well, Fambul, that's not the coverage where we get today. As we don't left the police there now, then they do their own preliminary investigation, and we don't see Usai. Then don't hold one person where they say na him can open for in order company them, and same way so na him begin set the fire. So we see say police and all that, and then they ask her as la alleged for now. So we the left here so now, and they take a final rounds too. But yes, this is not the place where the prison and then a salon, then the day.
You so they don't begin make noise. Love to it.
Right. Thank you.
No more can they attempt here.
I know.
When we do
My party don't succeed.
My party don't succeed
because the other one self now they been get test to pass this. But we will put it on. What you do, the support will there. God thank you for the life.
Well, and yes, so now how they come to the end of the broadcast today for the Salone prison. But one thing we hear say this is not the first attempt where they don't attempt for let them break through and gonna do, but they don't able for curtail them. But this was so now they're able for succeed. So Fambu, plenty thank you for now always don't join me. We don't bring the program to honor for Palace Africa Online Television. Me na Precious Amabel Levy. Continue to stay with me as we bring a comprehensive report in the evening of waiting president, vice president, and other master sabi people within our government don't talk. So I'm for telling you thank you, and we say have a productive day and mask up as we continue for what we are and stay safe.